What's up? Flimsy Lunch Tray here with a battle in Standard in the map Neighbors in the Tier 6 Premium French Destroyer Agile. Hopefully I pronounced that ship right. Honestly, I enjoy the Agile a lot. She's a fun ship to play. Today's battle is going to be something... Oh, it's going to be such an unsatisfying battle for you to watch. I think after this battle, I think this is the most saltiest I've ever been after being so close to winning. After you see what unfolds here. So, there will not be a peaceful resolvement to what happens here at the end of this battle, but I will add on a satisfying kill in the Tier 7 Premium Battleship, the Nelson, just to help you feel better after watching this. So moving up here, Lexington's coming in, and he is going to be the, how do we want to say this, the thorn in our side. Yeah, not exactly sure how to phrase this, but he's going to make life terrible for us in this game. So I've lost over 1,000 HP in his last hit, and he's come back again. Take a significantly bigger hit there, and my repair is on cooldown. So now I'm frustrated because this CV has illustrated, at least, that he is capable of thinking and breathing at the same time and focusing on us. So I'm expecting him to come back again with more rocket planes after that.
Problem
Here comes
solved,
the rocket
sir.
planes again, so we'll see what happens here. Now I decide that because he's coming back and I'm on low health, I really don't want to just waste a smoke screen. So I'm going to go back behind this Helena, who has really good AA, as well as getting back to this other cruiser and the Pensacola, and I just want to feel comfortable. So Helena just took a huge hit there, and Lexington singles him out and kills him. Now I didn't notice that he got hit by the battleship beforehand, so I completely missed that, and he clarifies that he was hit by an enemy battleship that took most of his health. So,
Engine boost activated.
so when you're detected like that, make sure that you're maneuvering and you're watching out for incoming shells from the enemy battleships that are probably going to try to snipe you, especially when you're in a cruiser broadside across the map. Comments in chat, some days you're in the windshield.
Torpedoes, direct front.
And if that wasn't worse enough, let's take a torpedo. Oh, the pains of watching this replay.
Smoke generator started.
I go ahead and smoke just because I see the Lexington's dive bombers coming back for these cruisers, I'm assuming, but I very well know that he would likely bomb me, so I'm just gonna pop smoke screen here and just think and breathe. What do we want to do?
Screen set.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pop some shots off on the Vassarats to hit him. Decide I'm gonna go ahead and pop torpedoes on that side of the island. Now I'm paying attention on the map. There's 4 destroyers. I see that there are 2 of them. The Benson and Kidd are to the south, southwest, and the Vassarats and the Stratsu are both over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and leave the smoke screen. Don't want to stick around in it, especially when there's no targets to fire at, and it is a torpedo magnet if you just hang in a smoke screen with enemy destroyers close. So we're down 2 ships, a cruiser and a destroyer, which I missed which one we lost earlier. Ah, he was on the south, he must have eaten a torpedo potentially. Not sure I missed that. So So I decide I'm just going to go push this way. I don't want to deal with the Lexington focusing his aircraft on this flank because it's just making life miserable.
Engine boost deactivated.
And I just want to get to try a different approach and different angle. So still moving up here, you can see the bulk of their enemy forces are towards this side. So I'm still debating here, do I want to go ahead and push up and in? And I was like, no, that's if I get caught by a destroyer, I'm not going to last very long, so let's go ahead and go on this side of the island. And I can come up here and support the Nelson. Now see the Lexington looks like he's coming in with torpedo bombers. I'm assuming he's going to come in. I'm going to pop off one shot on the Ismail here, or two shots, and just get behind this island. And since I know the torpedo or the Lexington's going to focus on this Nelson, then I believe I popped my AA here, just to give him a helping hand. Yeah.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
So I want to try to help him out as best I can. In the meantime, the enemy have lost a destroyer. So now 11 to 10. Lexington's coming back. So I'm going to go ahead and smoke him up and also help with some AA support. Because I want to focus this Massachusetts B. But after seeing the smoke screen, he decides he's going to pull in and not go that way. Thus, I don't fire the second set of torpedoes because of that. Instead, I decided to fire them back that way. So I'm hoping he'll just stay visible longer. So get some fire set. Still risk it and take some more shots, hoping we can hit him over the island, which we do, so. So now I'm debating.
Torpedoes to port.
His torpedoes, is expecting that. We just lost the Benson and we lost another cruiser. I keep missing our ships going. And my torpedo hit something and causes flooding. So that's a win. Not sure who I hit, but maybe the enemy destroyer. Now the Nelson's flooding, smoke screen's about to dissipate. So now it is 11 to 8. And just, I'm not liking how the battle's progressing. This is a really bad place to be in. The Dunkirk is hunting for the kid. We'll see how that goes. And then that's when I get detected.
Engine boost activated.
I'm assuming it's probably the Stratsu or enemy destroyer behind me, but I'm not entirely sure. So I decide I'm gonna keep acting like I'm sailing back, but then I change directions and decide to dump some torpedoes in that channel. And then that's when I see the Stratsu. And as the Nelson. Let's actually look back at the. Yeah. And another set of torpedoes coming in on him. And we just lost the Pensacola. So let's see what these torpedoes do to the Nelson. Oh, and there's another set coming in. And I can't control the camera to look back to look at the Nelson. And now I'm thinking, should I go for the cap? And that's when we lose Nelson. And that is when I decide, yeah, I'm gonna go for the cap at this point. Especially since we're now 11 to, is that 6? Yes. So I have the engine booster already going, 2 smoke screens left, and I'm pretty sure the Lexington, and there goes the Dunkirk. I'm pretty sure that the Lexington has moved up with the main enemy force. So I decided to go ahead and head towards the cap. And I'm asking, because I'm spacing at the minute, how long does it take to cap the enemy base in standard? I'm like, is it 3 minutes? I can't remember. And yes, it is 3 minutes if you're wondering. So 634 to their 204 points. Oh yeah. And in the midst of that, we lost another ship. So now it's, and they lost one, so it's actually 10 to 5 now. And we just lost our Massachusetts. Now it's 10 to 4. And I'm RPF'd, so I'm wondering, is that going to give away what I'm up to? I was like, maybe the Vostraz is coming after me. Not sure. So at this point, I'm just hoping we don't get 0-pointed before I'm able to do something. And so the RPF leaves, so that's good. I know I'm no longer being traced, or that the enemy has any idea what direction I might be in. And then I'm already debating here, where do I want to go at in the cap? And I decide that moving up this way is not good. Like, I want to put as much distance between myself and the enemy team. So I decide I'm going to come down here in what is that, 8? Yeah. And then I see the enemy Vostraz pops up on the map, so I know he's not pursuing me. I'm not sure where the kid is. I'm going to take down their enemy graph spree, so now it's now it's 9 to 3 after our lightning goes down. Yeah, so now it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and I'm going to try to put as much distance as I can from the enemy fleet and get down to here. Now, what I'm expecting to happen here is, as soon as I enter here, is that the Lexington is going to send planes down here ASAP, but he doesn't. He doesn't till towards the end, and you'll see what happens there. So I know if we lose the carrier and battleship, we won't get 0-pointed out at this point, so I know that the game's not going to end before I can potentially cap. And then there's the kid, so we know that the kid and the Vostraz are not coming back, and the Shiratsu is too far away to do anything. So I go ahead and I come up, and I'm going to angle myself out, like I'm going to exit out this way if for some reason I need to run. Lexington takes out the Vostraz, so that's good. So I gotta go ahead and get myself positioned. Our North Carolina goes down, and I'm expecting our Lexington to go down next, and he goes. So now I have a minute 40 on the clock, and the enemy team knows where I am, and I'm gonna ask the Lexington in chat, it's like, hey, can you spot the kid please? I want to know if he's coming, where is he at, which he should be coming. And he gets spotted, so thanks to him. And then there's the King George, which he's been down there for a while. And here come the rocket planes. So rather than waiting to the last possible second, I decide I'm going to pop smoke, but I'm going to go backwards in hopes to outsmart the Lexington, thinking I'm at the opposite end of the smoke screen, making sure that I'm not going to come out of the smoke. And yes, he falls for it.
Smoke screen set.
And it's this point that I should have moved up. Instead, I sit here, and I decided to back up a little bit more. And that is when I get reset to 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Oh.
Problem solved, sir.
Man, I was salty. I was so excited that thinking that I was going to pull a win off here. I mean, yeah, it would have been a sour win, but a win's a win. The enemy team even say that. And now they're blind firing in the smoke. I go ahead and move up, and they're capping our base. There's just no way that I'm going to be able to cap at this point. So hats off to the Lexington for what he did, and being able to reset me and judge right. It was totally my fault. I should have moved to an edge or back to the center of the smoke. And yeah, so I'm actually going to end this clip here. I don't have post-battle results, but this is one of those really painful battles. so
Engine
unsatisfying.
boost
So
activated.
thus that is why the title is Don't Watch. So continuing on with the saltiness. I have two WoW's replay folders or files in the Nelson, each of them completely obliterating destroyers in each of those replays. And can you believe I tried to open up each of those files and neither one of them would open? Oh, this never stops, does it? So instead, I thought I would show you the end of this recorded file, which I couldn't find. So I gave up and decided to do a screenshot instead after scouring for minutes upon minutes trying to find this, probably 15 minutes. In this game that I had, it was a very good one where I decided in the Massachusetts, I'm just going to go for it. And you can see it is a good game for multiple reasons. One is 193,000 damage, 4 destroyed, 395 secondary hits with 9 fire sets, and 94 planes shot down, along with 5 achievements to go along with that. Oh, it was such a fun battle. Now, this is also where some more saltiness comes in. It was in the middle. I was recording this battle with just my Xbox game bar recording software, and right in the middle of this battle, after I came through this center cap, obliterating a North Carolina and a Vladivostok, was it here, and then coming up here to take out 2 CVs, my hard drive maxed out. It stopped recording the battle. And then I proceeded to shoot down 94 planes. Oh, Flimsy, make it stop. Oh. And you know what? To make it even better, I don't think it would have made a difference since my hard drive already maxed out. It was a week after this where I discovered that within your WoW's World of Warships gaming folder, there is a replays folder where it automatically saves your most recent battles. Let's say, I mean, depending on how much you game each day, but let's say for me, 4 or 5 days or something like that. So I thought maybe there's hope. Maybe this replay is here after, and I just found out about it like 4 or 5 days after the fact. After being so salty about not being able to have this recording to potentially share in the future when I was thinking about doing the YouTube channel. And so I go into the replays folder, and of course it's not there, but the games that were saved in the folder, it was the same day this happened, but it was only like a battle or 2 earlier that was automatically erased out of the folder. I was trying to bring you guys some satisfaction with destroying some destroyers in the Nelson, but not today, says Wargaming. So, we'll leave it there, but this was a fun battle for me. The game in the Agile, that left me salty, and that happened just a couple days ago. So, if you enjoyed today's video and want to see more content, please consider subscribing. As always, feel free to comment below and talking with you guys as I have some exciting things coming up for you as well. As soon as I get another microphone that records a little bit better than this one, as I want to have some good quality on the audio before going into an upcoming World of Warships history series, where I share historical facts on different ships in the game. So, until then, take care.